Welcome to Tuesdays with Terry. We're very excited because it's episode 14. And as always, we're talking all things Aquinas and getting to know more about some of our community members here that help make things happen. So my first guest today is Lindsey Hansen.
Hello, thanks for having me, Terry.
Yes, it's great to have you here. So, Director of Admissions.
Yes.
A lot happening there.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting things happening for this coming fall.
Yes.
And we'll talk a little bit in a while, but you're already switching to fall of 26.
We are. Yeah. Our fall 26 application is already open.
Okay.
So not only the Aquinas application, but then the Common App application as well. So the Common App being that you can apply to multiple schools all at the same time, which is great. So yeah, both things are open and we're already seeing some applications come through, which is great. Really exciting.
That's exciting, yeah. And we'll talk a little more about the energy that's happening right now. So tell us a little bit, Lindsey, and maybe a lot of folks here know you, but maybe some don't, about your journey here. Like how Aquinas and how did this all come about?
Yeah. So growing up, both my parents are actually alums of Aquinas.
Okay.
So my mom's 82, my dad's 83, and this is where they met and all that cute stuff. I always say that on my tours.
Yeah.
So they met here, and so growing up, I'm from Grand Haven, and growing up, anytime we'd come to Grand Rapids for anything, I would beg to drive through Aquinas' campus. I love the camp. I mean, our campus is gorgeous, but I would beg to drive through it. It takes like 2 seconds to do, but I would always beg to drive through campus. So I always knew that Aquinas was an amazing option, and I always was very convinced that I was going to come here. And then, of course, high school comes around and you learn about all these other colleges. And so, but then junior year, I started to, hone in on where I was going to go for my, in the fall. And I visited Aquinas as a junior, loved it. I came back 2 more times from there. Actually, maybe even more than that. But I just fell in love with it. I knew this was the place I needed to be. So I came to Aquinas and I graduated in 4 years with 2 majors, which was quite a feat, but the help with my faculty, my amazing faculty here, I was able to do that. I changed my major a few times.
And your majors were?
Yes, double major in theater and community leadership.
Okay.
Yes, so my theater degree is an emphasis in performance, and then my community leadership degree is an emphasis in nonprofit work.
Okay.
And while I was here, I was heavily involved in theater, was in basically as many shows as I possibly could be in, and then I also was a student ambassador. So I gave tours to prospective students, and basically I had been in the admissions office since I was 18, because I ended up being an assistant to one of the counselors there my freshman year, and then was a student ambassador and gave tours. And I just really fell in love with it. I never knew higher education was something I could do as a career, and I found that out when I was here, and so then I actually, my senior year, I applied to be an admissions intern, and I got that role, and then I loved it so much that I asked if I could be an intern for a second year, and they said yes, and then I ended up working part-time in the president's office, actually, for about 8 months, and then part-time kind of in admissions, still like wrapping up my internship, and then a full-time position opened up as an admissions counselor, and I applied and I got it. And actually this day is actually my 11th year full-time anniversary. So I've been here for 11 years full-time, but I always say I've been doing admission stuff for like 13 years or so.
Well, congratulations, of course.
You.
Happy to hear that. That's awesome as we're recording today.
Right, today, yes.
Today, like it's happening.
Yes, yeah.
So there is we're starting to feel that energy now. Like, we're looking into this week being, move in and classes start here in the next week. So as we're what are some of the things now that you just said you were on campus walkthrough? Like today?
Yeah. So our international students have already moved in. So today I was able to go around with an admissions counselor who is going to be working with all of our international students, as well as our director for international programs, Hannah.
Yeah.
And we got to walk around with them and like show them campus, because for some of them, this is the first time they've been to campus.
Yeah.
And so I got to walk around with them, which is really, really fun. We already have had some of our athletics teams already move in as well, which is really exciting. And then tomorrow will be another big move-in day, because a lot of students will move in tomorrow to do their final STAR day on Wednesday. And with that student testing, advising, and registration day, we'll have all of our kind of wrapping up everybody else. And then Thursday is like official move-in and the official start of orientation, which is really exciting.
So I want to extend, obviously, from me as well as our campus community, just a thank you for the work that admissions has done in this last year. We're very excited about this fall class, and I know that the numbers are exciting, and we're going to see how things shake out in the next few days. It really is. We're preparing and getting everything ready, and I'm doing my classroom walkthroughs and all of that fun stuff. So again, thank you to you and the team. So
well, thank you. I mean, truly, truly, truly. I mean, now doing this for 11 years, we cannot do anything we do without our entire Aquinas community. It's what, working with students and being with families and watching them fall in love with a place that has such a huge chunk of my heart is incredible, and keeps me motivating, keeps me going. And as I've gotten up in my role as director, it's the Aquinas community at large that really I'm so proud to be a part of, and working with all of my incredible colleagues really is another thing that just kind of keeps me motivated, and keeps me going. And we can't do what we do without the expertise of every other person, because yes, I know a little bit about a lot of stuff, but Sister Justine is an expert in education, and our business professors, they're experts there, and sciences and everything. And then of course, housing and student life, and our core team, and all these, they're the experts in their field, and we really rely on the whole community to make things happen. So
and it's exciting, and it's kind of one of those, it sounds like, where as this year starts, you move right into the next.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're probably we have already started thinking about fall 26 back in like January. And like January to March, we've already started to kind of dip into the next class. So
that's awesome.
And
we look forward to hearing those updates as we go.
Yeah.
So speaking of individuals that are close to you, and things that are close to you, we have Biscuits Corner. We're going to talk about, now we had a little conversation before we started taping that you and I describe as puppy.
Right.
Maybe still some puppy behaviors.
100%, yes.
But tell us a little bit about your pet.
So Haven is a 4-year-old German Shorthair Pointer, and she's, if anybody knows anything about German Shorthair Pointers, they don't start to lose energy probably until they're like 7, 8, 9, or until you get another puppy, essentially, I feel. And then that puppy takes over their energy a little bit. I grew up with German Shorthair Pointers, and so she is just the looniest tune you've ever met, but she loves the outside. She's truly a solar powered dog. I mean, it's been so hot in Michigan this past weekend, and whereas I know my parents' dogs, who are also German Shorthair Pointers, they wanted to be inside in the AC. We were outside almost the entire weekend because she loves being outside. So she's like, yes, 4, but in my opinion, she's still kind of a puppy.
And that's fair. That's fair. And excellent. Through the magic of technology, we have a photo that's kind of on display. So I mean, that's definitely thank you for sharing that. Now, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to transition to looking at some rapid fire questions. I know you've seen the show and you know some of these that may be coming. So are you ready for a few of these?
I'm ready.
Okay. What is your favorite season of the year?
Fall. Sure.
Why fall?
Just the colors on campus are just gorgeous. I mean, everywhere too. And I guess fall also is ingrained in me, like travel season for work too. And I love traveling all around Michigan and talking about Aquinas. And it's also cooler, and we can sit outside in a sweater, which is nice. And it's not freezing cold with the snow impending. But fall, because of just how gorgeous it is.
Okay. What's your favorite cookie?
Chocolate chip. I'm a
Okay.
purist when
Okay.
it comes to
Okay.
chocolate chip. Yeah.
Your favorite ice cream?
Oh, that one's tougher. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of a straight up chocolate girl too.
Okay.
But I do love chocolate peanut butter.
Okay. Okay. Your favorite pizza?
Pepperoni. Again, I'm very simple.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Pepperoni for sure.
Okay. Gloves or mittens?
Mittens, because they're just cozier.
Okay, so
Yeah.
mittens cozier.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. And our last one. If you could go to the airport right now and go anywhere, but you had to leave in the next half hour to an hour, where would you go?
If I could go anywhere. I have been doing a lot of research on like how to safely and cheaply travel to like Italy. So I would love to go to Italy and just explore.
Excellent.
So if I could go anywhere, it's there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Lindsey, for joining us today. This is great.
Thank you.
And we will be back with our next guest on Tuesdays with Terry. But again, a thank you to Lindsey and a thank you to our entire admissions team and our Aquinas community in making this upcoming start to the fall very exciting. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to Tuesdays with Terry. We're very excited as we continue our show today, and we have Shannon Hooper joining us. So welcome to the show, Shannon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. And I know many folks on our campus, or in our campus community, may have seen an email from Shannon.
Probably.
Probably.
At one point in
At
time,
one
probably.
point, yeah. So, Shannon, tell us a little bit about not only what you do here at Aquinas, but how kind of you got to this position.
My little story. My little
Yeah, your
background.
story, yeah.
Sure. So I'm currently the operations support specialist in the physical plant office. For those that aren't super familiar with physical plant, which I'm sure everybody has talked to us at one point, we're maintenance, grounds, housekeeping, paint crew, pest control, phones, office moves, all of that housed kind of the operations umbrella. I started in 2012 when I was a student, and all the way up until 2019. I was gone for a few years, and then I came back into this role in May of 2024. So
Okay.
that's kind of a little bit of my background.
Excellent. Well, thank you. And
Yeah.
I think one of the things that, a thank you to you and the team as well, is I know this is a very busy time of year.
Yes.
We just had Lindsey on the show earlier from admissions
Okay.
talking about, getting students enrolled and getting them
Yeah.
here. And now we're talking about the facilities here. And, the campus is beautiful.
Yeah.
And now is when we start trying things that we haven't used since May.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, this turned on, but maybe this didn't. So a thank you and a pre-thank you for everything that will occur over the next probably 4 to 7 days.
Yes, and thanks to Lindsey, I do talk to her on a pretty regular basis too. So they do a lot over in admissions, a lot of things that we don't see as well. So it takes all of our teams a full effort to get the school year ready for our students to come back. But I'm excited. I think they come back this week for
Yep,
full orientation.
Yep, all of it's happening now.
Yeah.
So you also have, and we've done this past summer, a couple different times, we've done some office walkthroughs
Yeah.
and building walkthroughs to, get acquainted to space that's being used and not being used. But there's also another side to Shannon that you do. So tell us a little bit about like that other thing that's a part of Shannon's life.
Sure. I feel a little bit like Hannah Montana sometimes. So I have two roles.
Yep.
So like I said, I was gone for a few years from 2019 to 2024-ish. I'm actually a flight attendant. So
Okay.
I decided when I graduated with my master's in 2019, I kind of finished up some things in the physical plant, started exploring some other job options. I applied to be a flight attendant, and I am now a flight attendant on the side of this as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What is it? What do you like the best about it?
About being a flight
The flight
attendant?
attendant, yeah.
I love, this is going to sound so cheesy, but I love dealing with the difficult situations on the plane, which I can also relate to back in the chaotic environment of the physical plant. I think, unfortunately, I do well in those situations. So they kind of just throw me in. I'm usually the mediator. I'm usually the one that has to deal, with the hard passengers or the difficult emergency situations or things like that. I'm usually kind of first response to those things. I love kind of just jumping into the fray and helping to figure it out. And that's my favorite part. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
And kind of along the question, what's your favorite part about being in the physical plant here at Aquinas?
Sure.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is my people. I love everyone at Aquinas, but my physical plant people I've been very close with for a very long time. A lot of them have been here since the first time that I was here in 2012. So I feel as a team, we're very connected. We're a very connected department. So first of all, I love my people. And then second of all, I love the chaos. So the busyness, there's never a dull moment. Every day looks different. I really appreciate that. I love being busy in the work that I do, and I get that fulfilled in me in both of my roles. So
excellent, excellent. Well, I'm sure there'll be busyness over the next few days to meet that. Yeah. So as we think about if folks are wondering, like, where is the physical plant? Like, where's the office if they want to even come by and say hi?
Yes,
like
I always encourage people to come by and say hi. I say I have an open door policy. They can stop in any time. We are in the academic building basement, room 57. That's kind of where our main offices are. You might see some of the maintenance personnel or grounds personnel up at the big green maintenance shop by campus safety. But for the most part, I am down in the office. Sometimes I'm out in the field on a golf cart if I'm able to get away with sneaking one out of the barn. So if you see me on a golf cart, make sure to wave.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you. You know, and again, I said this with Lindsey, and I expressed this to you too, Shannon. Like, thank you for everything that you're going to do over the next few days to help make this new academic year opening, you know, the best it can be.
I love Aquinas. I really do. It's in my heart, it's in my blood, and I'll do everything I can to serve our campus and our community and our students.
Excellent. And we do have a picture that's coming in the Magic Technology. It will be right here.
Okay.
So Biscuits Corner is for all pets.
Okay.
And we have
my cats.
Cats. So tell us a little bit about your cats, if you would. Yeah.
Part of my Hannah Montana lifestyle is we also have a hobby farm.
Okay.
And so when I'm not in the chaos, that's my peace. So that's kind of my balance is my home. And we have barns and we have barn cats. And these are some of my barn cats.
Okay.
They do have their own barn. They have bougie accommodations.
Do they have responsibility though?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, they hunt on a daily basis. They make sure to keep all the mice away, sometimes a vole here and there. But we oftentimes get cats either dropped off at our spaces or, you know, some of the neighbors' cats will visit. I always take them to get fixed through our like local TNR program to get all their shots, and then they're welcome to stay if they want to stay, and if not, they move on. But that's kind of what we do. So I have some cats around. These are my baby kittens.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So one of our previous episodes, Scott, Travis, and I talked about the concept of hobby farming and kind of this aspect of it, and you walked in with a water bottle.
Yeah, I did.
That had chickens on it.
I did.
So are there chickens on said hobby farm?
There are chickens.
Okay.
I have at least 18 laying chickens.
Okay.
And then I have about 10 or 11 meat chickens.
Okay.
So we process our own meat birds. And then I have 2 steers we're raising for beef. And then I had honeybees at one point, but they didn't quite make it through their first year, so we might try that again later.
Okay.
And then I often do a garden. So
okay.
That's kind of what we're starting with.
Okay, excellent. No, that's a great start.
Yeah.
And how's your garden doing this year with the heat and the weather?
Not great. Yeah. I actually didn't do one.
Oh, okay.
I was actually so busy this year.
Yeah.
I have all the seeds. I have the whole plan.
Yeah.
I do kind of companion planting, so I plant things next to their friends, and I just didn't do any of it this year.
Okay.
So a little bit too busy for my britches, but.
No. What is like your favorite thing to grow in the garden?
I love growing peppers. I like green beans, and even though I don't always do well with tomatoes in my stomach, I love to make Christmas gifts like salsas and things like that out of tomatoes. So we always have a good amount of tomatoes.
Excellent. So we'll watch for salsa possibly in the
in
the fall and moving into winter.
Yes. Are you going to be doing a garden?
We did small. We just moved into our new house, and we did some tomatoes in buckets.
Perfect.
They did okay. The heat's kind of we got to really keep up on the watering because the heat's really taking a toll on them right now.
Yep. The weather is so dependent every year. We also bale hay down the road.
Yep.
And that could go, you either have to wait a couple months, or when you have to bale it, you have to bale it right then because it's going to rain and you have to do it quick, and it's all weather dependent. So.
Well, I'm excited. So it'd be interesting. We should have Scott, Travis come on, and the three of us could talk.
Sure.
Do a farming episode.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to.
Yeah,
I can talk about it all day. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Shannon. And before we go, we're going to do some rapid fire questions.
Ready.
So don't think about them. Just respond as you go.
Okay.
Okay. What is your favorite cheese?
Oh, I'm usually dairy free.
Oh, okay.
Pepper Jack.
So, okay, favorite. The next one was going to be favorite ice cream.
Dairy Queen Dilly Bar.
Okay, just throwing the
Yeah, it's dairy free.
So we will switch.
Okay.
And we'll go favorite cookie now.
I'm also gluten free.
Okay. Man, you think of rapid fire here. This is like the best rapid fire
I'm
that
so
I've.
sorry.
No, this is fun. Yeah.
So
right.
any gluten free
Yeah.
cookie I will eat.
Okay.
All of it.
Okay. Now one that I think will be okay.
Ready.
Gloves or mittens?
Mittens.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
I just like to go like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the fingers touching,
The
everything's
it's-
okay?
Yeah, I just kind of think it's fun.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
If you were to go to the airport
Sure.
outside of work and fly anywhere, but you had to leave in the next half hour, where would you go?
Ooh. Probably Florida to see my mom.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah.
She's got a place in Florida. And she
Oh,
loves
awesome.
when we go to visit her.
Oh,
So.
perfect.
Yep.
Favorite or most, not maybe that's your favorite, but most memorable elementary school memory or experience that you had?
Mrs. Herb, first grade, Mrs. Toole, fifth grade, third grade. They were my favorite teachers. I've seen them on the plane. They still remember me, and I just really enjoyed them. They were great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you made, was that a planned connection, or
No.
did they initiate the first, or did you realize whenever?
They walked on the plane, and I saw them, and we both went, "Wah!" And then
Oh, that's
we gave each
awesome,
other
yeah.
hugs.
Yeah.
That was it, yeah.
Oh, that is great. So as we think about like all the things, again, a thank you to the team. Thank you for being on the show.
Sure.
Thank you for walking through this rapid fire. That is a different one. That's awesome. No, it's great. But again, appreciate all you and the team do for us here at Aquinas.
Thanks for having our back. We've had a lot of great meetings this summer where we kind of needed you for some things, and it's nice to have, for you to have our back. So
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you. That wraps up our show today for Tuesdays with Terry. We look forward to our upcoming episodes where we have a lineup of some exciting guests. I think you'll enjoy not only getting to know them, but also learning more about what they do here at Aquinas College. So if you're interested in joining the show, please feel free to reach out and contact us here with the information provided. And we look forward to getting you on the show and learning more about what's happening this year as we get ready to start our new academic year here at Aquinas College. So have a great day and look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Tuesdays with Terry.